And now it's time for another version of St. Louis 7, following our Overtime with Oliver episode with St. Louis's favorite, longtime, oldest on-air, Randy Karraker, now host of the morning show on ESPN, Karraker and Smallwood. Thanks again for the time, Randy.
Great to have you. Great to be with you, Dave. Thanks.
All right, question number one, man. You went to Parkway North. What do you remember about being a Viking?
I remember a lot of things. The big thing is that in my senior year, I was part of DECA, and so I got to leave the school halfway through the school day. That was pretty cool. But the other thing I remember is one of the best athletes in our school was Gary Kinder, and he wound up participating in the Olympics as a decathlete. He got injured in Munich, but man, he was a really good athlete, and it's unfortunate that he didn't get the opportunity to participate at that highest level because he won the U.S. decathlon competition in the Olympic trials. He was a really good athlete. So as a sports guy, I paid attention to him. He was fun to have at Parkway North.
Help end an argument for me. Best basketball player, Bradley Beal, Christian Focal.
Oh, man. I would have to go for dominance. I would have to go with Kristen. Bradley is great and did dominate, but Kristen dominated everybody she played against. So in terms of that word, dominant, I'm going to have to go with Kristen.
When you go to Ted Drew's, what do you order?
I keep it pretty simple. So what I do is go with the chocolate malt with hot fudge.
Where was the first place you had a slinger?
White Castle, I guess.
Not a slider, a slinger. You know, with the eggs and the cheese and everything on top of it.
I'm not a slinger guy. I'm not an egg guy, Dave. So I stay away from those. Sorry about that.
When you encounter 10 stop signs, how many do you roll?
I'm a St. Louisan, so 10.
When people come and visit Randy, where do you take them? What do you do?
Normally to a sporting event, whether it's the season for the Blues or the Cardinals, we're usually to a sporting event.
So again, Randy Karraker on a podcast near you. We talked about the Cardinals. We talked about the Blues. We talked about everything which has been important to St. Louis, especially near to my heart, the history of Camo X. So I want to thank you for that. Before we go to the last question, let's plug the Chris Duncan t-shirt one more time.
Yeah, folks can go to 101ESPN.com and they can order the shirts there, and it's a lot of fun. And all the proceeds raised are going to benefit the Chris Duncan Memorial Scholarship Foundation, which we hope to do every single year.
Randy, last question. What makes you proud to be a St. Louisan?
The people in St. Louis are so nice and so supportive, and we are a provincial town at times, but I love the people of St. Louis. They're so nice to me, and I can't think of a better place to be.
Enjoy your week, man. Stay healthy.
Thanks, you too.